Okay, so I have decided to do a nail art tutorial for water marbling, and your end result is going to look like this without the white one, because that's what I'm going to do. The colors you're going to need is any neon colors you want to use. I chose Hot Topic colors because they're really thin, so they spread really well in the water. And the blue is Sally Hansen because it's also thin. And then for the white, you're going to need NYC because it's really strong. And then I use NYC Clear as well. And the first step is just to put white on all of your nails and let it dry really good before you do it. Okay? And then the next thing you want to do is you want to take a piece of tape, and it's going to need to be like that long. And if you have long nails, just like stick it underneath your nail and then bend it like that, like this. Fold it in the back and fold it over if it'll go. So that way it looks kind of like that. Then you want to take a really long piece that doesn't have any hair in it. Really long piece, and start at the flat part of the back of your nail, like right there. And then you're just going to wrap it around your finger. So that way it covers part of your knuckle so you don't have that extra cleanup in the end. And then you're going to have little places right here that are not going to have any tape on them. So just take little pieces and just try to frame it off the best you can and fold it back. Sometimes it's a little difficult to get it around there, but that's okay. Doesn't really matter. Okay, so it'll look like that in the end. And then your other supplies you're going to need is Q-tips and toothpicks and nail polish remover, because that'll come in handy in the end. And room temperature water. I find that room temperature works the best, but I've not used cold water. I think hot water sucks, so I wouldn't use hot water if I were you. For this nail, I'm going to use green. So I need my black and I need my green. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put drops in the water. I like to do about 3 drops of each in there. That way I make sure the color spreads nice and good. And if it won't spread, you can just shake the water a little bit, it'll help. Do a green one. And another black one. And if it gets stuck on your brush, what you can do is you can just kind of tap it on the water a little bit. It'll kind of loosen it up in the end sometimes, and it makes it a little bit easier for you to do. And then we're going to do one more green one right in the middle there. Okay, now next step you're going to do is you're going to take your toothpick and you're going to kind of draw designs, but don't do it outside of the first drop because it'll drag all your color. So start at like the second one and just kind of drag it in like that. You can make like little flower patterns or what. I don't know why, but this water's kind of messing up a little bit. I don't know why it looks like that. Okay, I kind of like this little flat flower thing right here, so I'm going to use that. This right here. Okay, what you're going to do is you're going to take your finger and you're going to put it in like this. Just flat down on it and have a Q-tip in hand because you're going to need it. So just find which part you like and just put your finger down in the water. Then take the Q-tip and swirl it around in circles all the way in the water to get all this excess off. And it'll look like that. It looks really nasty, but I promise once you take it off, it'll be good. Here's my trash can. Thank you. Okay. So when you take off the tape, you can start from the big part in the back and try to get it all to come off in one. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And it starts to come off, and then you just have this little one in the back. You pull it off, and voila. It's done. And then once you're done, once it dries completely, you can just take your clear coat and you put it over that, and it'll look like that.